our world. And even sometimes it seems that the church as well is moving away from tradition. Your thoughts?
Chesterton, one of the most brilliant minds ever, defined tradition as simply the democracy of the dead, giving votes to our ancestors, the most disenfranchised of all classes, but the largest, because we're just the small and arrogant oligarchy or minority that happens to be walking around alive on two legs today on the planet. And tradition is a kind of a sifting mechanism, things that have lasted, things that we have inherited, things that we haven't thrown away. They're the things that have worked. Of course, tradition is not infallible, far from it, but it's much more likely that the consensus of our ancestors is correct than that our newfangled ideas are correct. Everywhere outside of technology, there's almost automatic progress in technology, but there's certainly not automatic progress in philosophy or in art or in morality. Good, the true, and the beautiful are timeless. They don't automatically improve. They don't automatically get worse either. It's up to us.
And tradition, as you just stated, I mean, it is in a sense proven, right?
People who don't like tradition think of it as some sort of oppressive tyrant outside of humanity, but tradition is human. It's our own ancestors. So to scorn tradition is incredibly arrogant. All these people who didn't have the good fortune of living in the 21st centuries must be stupid. Let's not listen to them. That's a very immoral and arrogant attitude.
Yeah, and even speaking of the traditions of the church, it seems that we're moving further and further away from the beauty and the reverence of what the church held for, thousands of years.
Well, there's a much stronger reason for believing in tradition in the church, because that tradition comes from divine revelation, not just from human reason. And what is handed down is ultimately the teachings of Christ himself, God incarnate. And Christ said to his apostles, whoever hears you hears me. And the church is apostolic. And the church is simply this kind of relay race that hands down the baton from one to another. And it's the same baton. Now, the church is many things. And one of the things is it's a very human organization full of sinners and idiots. But its teaching is divine.